Right now to our special focus on People's First. To a group of trekkers from Mumbai whose expedition to the Himalayas turned out into an ordeal. They were trapped on the mountain top for 10 days.
Quite the ordeal that the group of 33 trekkers were trapped and then rescued by the army. Here they relived their experiences and are sharing some videos and pictures with CNN IBN's Raksha Shetty.
Rescue at Batal in Himachal Pradesh, 12,000 feet above sea level. 33 trekkers rescued after they were trapped for 9 days at a small dhaba surrounded by snow-capped mountains. This after the region saw its biggest snowfall in 35 years. 20-year-old Khushbu had never seen snow before, but the ordeal has made her develop an aversion to the color white.
We were like sick and tired. There was no other color that we could see except white. Sky was white, mountains were white, floor was white. So everything was white. So we were like very tired of it after a point of time.
Back in Mumbai, Khushbu and her friends are relieved to have made it through frostbite and hypothermia. Temperatures in Batal reached -7 degrees Celsius and their multiple layers of clothing were just not enough. With no electricity, communication or water and only makeshift toilets, the group kept their spirit up, praying and sitting huddled together.
I cried a lot actually.
They owe their life to their tour guide, who made a critical decision to halt at the dhaba overnight, which had food supplies for 3 months. When the state administration was finally pressed into service, the sound of the Chief Minister's helicopter landing was the sweetest the group had heard in a long time.
We were all crazy. When the helicopter came, we were like mad. Oh, Mumbai, hundreds of helicopters go. One day we saw a helicopter. Oh, what came to rescue us?
Their close shave has brought this group even closer. They're relieved their wild adventure had a happy ending after all. In Mumbai, Raksha Shetty.
Unfortunately, a happy ending there. Himanshu Prem Joshi, who survived that ordeal, and Riya Shah now join us live here on 8 p.m. Prime. We're playing out the pictures that you've taken, your photographs, your video clips. But was there a moment, Himanshu and Riya, when you guys gave up hope, when you thought that, no, we're never going to get out of here? Himanshu, if you can hear me, I'm asking you if there was a time during that entire 10 days when you guys gave up hope and you guys thought we're never going to get out of here?
I've been traveling on this terrain in that route for quite a few years, and apart from Ladakh, Arunachal, Sikkim, etc. And I've been aware of these situations, so I wasn't that much scared at all. In fact, I was trying to motivate others. Of course, for me personally, it was like, that I was just hoping and praying that after a long wait of really 5 days, which appeared to be endless, I did pray for the others that it was getting too much for them, actually.
Let me ask.
That it should someday stop.
Let me ask one of the others sitting right next to you, Riya. Were you also as experienced? Did you also believe that you were going to make out? And was it in a sense sort of a fun experience for 10 days, or was it really scary? Was there moments when you thought, no, you're never going to get back home to Mumbai?
No, actually the first 2 days when it was snowing, that time we felt, oh, what will happen? And but then as Himanshu sir motivated a lot, then we started enjoying that the roads will clear when they want to. We just enjoy till the day.
So does that mean, Riya, that you could go back there again, or would you not want to do it for some time now?
We wanted to go back at that time. Actually, the first 2 days when it was snowing, that we were really tense when we just get out of there.
Okay, I know you guys spent 10 days in that dhaba where there was food supplies for 3 months. That's what the story recollected. But could you tell us what you guys, what was your favorite on the menu card of that dhaba? Would you want to revisit that sometime soon?
Well, for me it's okay because the menu had only dal chawal and aloo parathas for everyday breakfast, lunch and dinner, day in and day out. And of course the Mumbai youngsters were getting restless कि कब हमको पिज्जा या डोसा खाने मिलेगा. But well, we enjoyed. I mean, all of us were happy, and in the spirit, we were dancing, singing, coming out in the snow, playing sometimes. Maybe Ria would tell more about playing out and loitering in the snow.
And having been through that ordeal, we've seen several of these stories play out in international news channels and documentaries of how people survive harsh climate and weather in a trekking expedition. Do you think we have something to learn here in India when it comes to trekking and how to make it safer for those who are adventurous enough?
Well, we do really need to learn a lot. In fact, I've been even in Alps and I've seen how well they are organized. But there are two thoughts, I have had friends from abroad who've been visiting Spiti and such other places simply because they are rugged and rustic and in fact almost devoid of comforts. But at the same time, the basics need to be in place, like medical aid at certain distances. And in fact, since I was told that I should be giving some tips of do's and don'ts for the people who are actually planning their travel in the high Himalayas, I would like to share out certain points, for instance, I've just noted a few points I'll very quickly read out. Beginning with, be well versed with maps and the terrain of the region that you plan to visit. You must study the terrain and the weather pattern because, despite the fact that the weather is unpredictable, sometimes when you are taking a look, you get to know.
Himanshu, I'm sorry to interrupt you. We seem to be having a problem with your audio right there. You can write into us on ibnlive.com on our website and we'll post that comments up on the website so that trekkers know what they need to do. We'll take a very short break on 8 p.m. Prime. Still ahead, as Portugal crash out of people.